Thank you, Miriam. Our next candidate is Becca Embry of UPS. Becca Embry graduated from Georgia Tech with a degree in industrial and systems engineering and a concentration in literature, communication, and culture. She studied engineering at both Tsinghua University in Beijing and at the National University of Singapore. Becca began her life in Louisville as a management trainee for UPS. After completing the program, she accepted a position as an industrial engineering supervisor in aircraft maintenance. Within UPS, Becca is active within their Women's Leadership Development Program, an initiative that aims to attract, retain, and develop women at UPS. Outside of work, Becca is a proud member of the Derby City Roller Girls, a wholly female-owned and operated sports team serving the Louisville area. In her spare time, you can find Becca in the kitchen with her nose in the cookbook, spending quality time with her brand new husband, or spoiling one of her 3 dogs, or all 3 at once. Thank you.
Thank you, Neil. As Neil said, my name is Becca Embry, and I would like to introduce you to about 95 million people. How much time do I have? 4 minutes? 4? That ought to do it. Now, I know meeting 95 million people in under the time it takes to order lunch may seem a little intimidating, but please bear with me. Business Professional Women of River City wants to know how it can engage young women to get involved in their organization. This topic really is kind of daunting, so like a good engineer, I gathered data. I asked a very prestigious panel of experts, my friends, what it would take to get them involved in a women's organization. Angela, a graphic designer from Atlanta, said, support in knowing there are other women to look to and share ideas with. After joking, I don't like women, so it would take quite a lot, Imani, a librarian from Boston, said, joining would have to make me a better person. Sarah, one of Texas A&M's top leadership advisors, said, the prospect of hearing other women talk about how they found success or how they're facing down the same issues that I'm facing. And finally, my sister, and an excellent therapist in Atlanta, said, the organization would have to be active, not a static group. It would have to have plenty of opportunity to mobilize women to change the world. Now, for those of you who have been involved with this organization, you'll know that my friends just described Business Professional Women of River City. They want a supportive organization where they can relate to the struggles and triumphs of the other members, actively make a difference in the world around them, and while they're at it, develop themselves as well. Clearly, you have what it takes to engage young women. Now all you have to do is get them here. So how are you going to rope these young women in? You have to know your demographic. Please allow me to introduce you to roughly 30% of the adult population, my generation, the millennials. My generation has a very strong sense of empowerment. Every success or occasion was celebrated. Did you know that my generation is one of the very first generations to have kindergarten graduations? That's right, I remember being stuck in a little cap and gown and given a diploma for knowing how to color in the lines. We've been the most planned for and wanted generation. We were the focus of the largest child safety movement in history. Remember when kids could play outside until dark unsupervised? So what's the result? We think we're special, folks. We really do. Now, while that may sound pompous, I want you guys to think of it this way. How many times have you heard something akin to, if you think you can't, you can't? Or more positively, if you believe in yourself, you can do anything. My generation believes that it can make change. So it does. I will leave you with an example that BPW can leverage to get young women engaged. It's called the Causes Exchange. Causes helps not-for-profits broadcast their message utilizing social network realms. This is things like MySpace, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. The concept is really simple. You create a page for your cause, advertising your issue and your organization stance, and you can even use that page to ask for help. This is participants for events, fundraising. In fact, in just over 2 years, Causes has helped raise over $14 million, so it's legitimate. Once you've created that page, you simply send invites to your friends. And if anybody's used Facebook or MySpace, you know that's the click of a button. It's pretty simple, and it's free. The beauty of social networking is the sheer amount of opportunity for your message to be seen. Now, let's say BPW's new Facebook site has 100 friends, and all 100 of those people have 100 friends. Imagine if BPW utilized causes to promote Business Women's Week. Literally, thousands of people in the Kentucky area would see this organization. Now, while bridging the generations does sound like an arduous task, I'm here to tell you that it's not. The women of my generation want to work with you and for you, and at the end of the day, they'll take something away from it. You have what they want. Now all you have to do is get them linked in. Thank you very much.